Hello my cine chums and welcome to week 30 of the 2023 weekly movie challenge, where every week we issue you a challenge. Watch a movie that meets certain criteria, preferably a new movie to yourself. However, if you want to watch Superman for the 100th time, that's fine too, but if you're looking for something new, I've got you.
You've got me! Who's got you?
With Barbie and Oppenheimer battling it out for top box office, last week's challenge was to watch a movie that's either related to Barbie or Oppenheimer. So for an example, an easy option would be to watch a film starring Cillian Murphy, or one starring Margot Robbie, or a movie directed by Christopher Nolan or Greta Gerwig. However, we also threw down the gauntlet and said we'd love to see some outside of the box thinking to complete this challenge. And my friends, what can I say but top marks? There was truly some outside of the box thinking, so thank you to everyone who completed this challenge. At the time of recording this video, we have the dead heat with Barbie and Oppenheimer both receiving 3 views. Barbie was watched by Elliot Brennan, Jay Rainey and Sammy B, and Oppenheimer was watched by Jay Rainey, Snowman and Chapman's Friend. We also saw an absolute record number of people who watched multiple movies to complete this week's challenge, so far too many to go through. However, a big thank you and shout out to Ghost Pirate LeChonk and Food of Hoops, Jay Rainey, Nostromo 1, Nightwolf Nim, Toby Dodgen, Rye Andrews, Pirate DJ, Sammy B and Chapman's Friend. Rather than go through 4 movies that caught my eye this week, I want to pay close attention to some of the excellent choices and outside the box thinking you guys came up with for the challenge. Our choice of the week was definitely Ghost Pirate LeChonk and Food of Hoops, who took both movies and turned them on their heads. They watched Breakfast on Pluto, which starred Cillian Murphy as a transgender woman, and Z for Zachariah, which saw Margot Robbie coping with life following a nuclear fallout attack. Nostromo 1 watched Westworld, which featured the actor Alan Oppenheimer, as well as Hotel Terminus, the life and times of Klaus Barbie, aka the Butcher of Leon. Oz Queen watched The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, which was one of the movies that Greta Gerwig had used as influence in the making of Barbie. Baba Forrest watched The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, the connection there being that The Hobbit caused a shortage of gold paint in New Zealand, and Barbie caused a shortage of pink paint. Pirate DJ watched the other movie where Ryan Gosling falls in love with a plastic doll, Lars and the Real Girl. They also watched The Flash, which contained the line "Come on Barbie, let's go party." And they also watched Josie and the Pussycats, which featured multiple lines around the colour pink, as well as a marketing campaign for Steve Madden shoes, which also featured in Wolf of Wall Street starring Margot Robbie. And Chapman's Friend, as well as watching Oppenheimer and Babylon, which starred Margot Robbie, watched The Return of Secaucus 7, which was David Strathairn's first film credit, and he later played Oppenheimer in the movie Day One. And the award for most tenuous link definitely goes to Rye Andrews, who watched Hotel Rwanda. How does that link to Barbie? Well, Barbie is an anagram of a bribe, which features quite heavily in Hotel Rwanda. Another great tenuous link was watched by Jay Rainey, who watched Crust, a movie about a shrimp. And what do you do with the shrimp? You throw another one on the Barbie. This week's challenge: watch a movie that features a theme or song that was written specifically for the movie. So while most films with original scores are going to obviously count towards this challenge, in an ideal world you'll be watching something that features a theme or song that you'd recognise, but you might not necessarily have seen. Unfortunately, I can't play any clips for fear of YouTube taking this video down. However, here's a couple of suggestions, a couple of ideas to get you thinking. From the 80s, you've got Flashdance, which features Irene Cara's Flashdance What a Feeling, or Michael Sembello's Maniac. Kenny Loggins' classic Danger Zone features in the movie Top Gun. The Ghostbusters theme song by Ray Parker Jr. would be an excellent option here, as would the rousing You're the Best by Joe Esposito that featured in the movie The Karate Kid. It feels like in the 90s there was a movie song in the charts for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. For example, Bryan Adams' Everything I Do It For You from the movie Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, or Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On from Titanic, or even Aerosmith's I Don't Want to Miss a Thing from the movie Armageddon. Or what about Elton John's Can You Feel the Love Tonight from the Disney's animated movie The Lion King. From the 2000s, there was Eminem's Lose Yourself from the movie 8 Mile, or Shallow by Lady Gaga, which featured in A Star Is Born. If you're looking to get your toes tapping along to the music, you can do no worse than Mighty Wind, the Christopher Guest mockumentary about folk music, or even Captain Underpants, with its catchy Weird Al Yankovic written theme song. As well as theme songs, we have original scores. John Williams obviously has done many memorable themes such as Indiana Jones and Jaws, but for us our favourite is from Superman the movie. And of course you can't mention original scores without Ennio Morricone being in the conversation. Our favourite piece by his, Ecstasy of Gold from the movie The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Two musical scores that were staple to us growing up was the Terminator theme by Brad Fiedel and also Danny Elfman's score from the 1989 Batman movie. In recent years, Ramjim Dawadi's theme for Pacific Rim really blew us away when we first watched the movie, and regular background music while we're at work is Daft Punk's Tron Legacy soundtrack. No matter how little Gal Gadot is used in the more recent DCU movies, you can guarantee the second she appears on the screen, you hear that theme. And finally, the stop-motion animation movie Kubo and the Two Strings has an excellent soundtrack, especially the Storytime song by Dario Marinelli. So let us know in the comments what your favourite movie scores and themes and songs are. Your comment may help someone choose what movie to watch this week. As always, if you enjoy our challenges, please give us a thumbs up, it really helps the channel. And on that note, thanks for watching, good luck with the challenge, and we'll see you next week.